Life is arduous without any breaks. Like a long journey without any inns. Attempt easy tasks as if they were difficult. And difficult as if they were easy. In the one case that confidence may not fall asleep. In the other that it may not be dismayed. The truths that matter most to us come always half-spoken. Deal with people from whom you can learn. There are rules to luck. Not everything is chance for the wise. Luck can be helped by skill. Never open the door to a lesser evil. For other and greater ones invariably slink in after it. O life! You should never had begun. But since you did, you should never end. A wise man gets more use from his enemies than a fool from his friends. Never compete with someone who has nothing to lose. When you counsel someone, you should appear to be reminding him of something he had forgotten, not of the light he was unable to see. A synonym is a word you use when you can't spell the other one. The best skill at cards is knowing when to discard. Dreams will get you nowhere. A good kick in the pants will take you a long way. Friendship multiplies the good of life and divides the evil. Without courage, wisdom bears no fruit. Diligence removes impossibilities. Do not be held a cheat. Even though it is impossible to live today without being one. Let your greatest cunning lie in covering up what looks like cunning. Know how to choose. Most things in life depend on it. You need good taste and an upright judgment. Intelligence and application are not enough. There is no perfection without discernment and selection. Memory is not only unruly, leaving us in the lurch when most needed, but stupid as well, putting its nose into places where it is not wanted. The right kind of leisure is better than the wrong kind of work. Two kinds of people are good at foreseeing danger. Those who have learned at their own expense, and the clever people who learn a great deal at the expense of others. For the advice in a joke is sometimes more useful than the most serious teaching. Be first the master of yourself. Never have a companion that casts you in the shade. The great art of giving consists in this: the gift should cost very little and yet be greatly coveted, so that it may be the more highly appreciated. A beautiful woman should break her mirror early. It is better to sleep on things beforehand than lie awake about them afterward. Cunning grows in deceit at seeing itself discovered, and tries to deceive with truth itself. You should therefore never reveal what causes you pain or pleasure, so that the former may quickly end and the latter long continue. Some friendships are like a marriage. Others like an affair. The latter are for pleasure. The former for the abundant success they engender. Few are friends because of you yourself. Many a because of your good fortune. A friend's true understanding is worth more than the many good wishes of others. Make friends by choice. Then. Not by chance. He that has satisfied his thirst turns his back on the well. Worries die away before a man who asserts himself. It requires as much caution to tell the truth as to conceal it. One should cultivate good habits of memory. For it is capable of making existence a paradise or an inferno. The most and best of us depend on others. We have to live either among friends or among enemies. Better mad with the rest of the world than wise alone. Cautious silence is the refuge of good sense. Let the first impulse pass. Wait for the second. When your opponent sees into your reasoning like a lynx, conceal your thoughts like an inky squid. Life doesn't depend on any one opinion, any one custom, or any one century. Nor should we lose heart if something doesn't please someone. For there'll always be someone else it does. Life is a warfare against the malice of others. True friendship multiplies the good in life and divides its evils. Strive to have friends. For life without friends is like life on a desert island. To find one real friend in a lifetime is a good fortune. To keep him is a blessing. Never contend with a man who has nothing to lose. Knowledge without courage is sterile. Señal de tener gastada la fama propia es cuidar de la infamia ajena. Every fool stands convinced. And everyone convinced is a fool. The faultier a person's judgment, the firmer their convictions. There is no better remedy for disorder than to let it run its course. It will then disappear on its own. There's no greater absurdity than taking everything seriously. There are rules to luck. Not everything is chance for the wise. Luck can be helped by skill. Knowledge without courage is sterile. Things do not pass for what they are, but for what they seem. Most things are judged by their jackets. When desire dies, fear is born. The more pains you take with a thing, the more should you conceal them, so that it may appear to arise spontaneously from your own natural character. We often have to put up with most from those on whom we most depend. True friendship multiplies the good in life and divides its evils. Strive to have friends. For life without friends is like life on a desert island. To find one real friend in a lifetime is good fortune. To keep him is a blessing. To be of use and to know how to show yourself of use is to be twice as useful. Things have their time. Even eminence bows to timeliness. Rivalry discovers that courtesy overlooks. Respect yourself as you would have others respect you. Everything has its time. Even what's outstanding is subject to changing taste. The whole of life should be a process of deliberation to choose the right course. Reflection and foresight provide the means of living in anticipation. Great ability develops and reveals itself increasingly with every new assignment. Know how to ask. There is nothing more difficult for some people, nor for others, easier. Man's life is militia against man's malice. The greatest skill at cards is to know when to discard. A man should not employ all his capacity and power at once and on every occasion. Even in knowledge there should be a rearguard, so that your resources are doubled. One must always have something to resort to when there is fear of a defeat. The reserve is of more importance than the attacking force, for it is distinguished for valor and reputation. Moderation is necessary even in our desire for knowledge so as not to know things badly. Never do anything when you are in a temper, for you will do everything wrong. Be extraordinary in your excellence, if you like, but be ordinary in your display of it. There is always time to add a word, never to withdraw one. Work is the price which is paid for reputation. Don't engage with someone with nothing to lose. It's an unequal fight. We have eyelids but not our lids, for the ears are the portals of learning. And nature wanted to keep them wide open.